I was lying to myself and convincing myself that the story that I was living had was a good one, was a compelling one, was something that I would be proud of. When I look back, obviously, it's not.
How'd you guys do it? How'd you guys break that relationship?
For me, it was a slow burn of realizing that this wasn't fun anymore because like reality is there. And once I come off this high, I know that I'm scared of the come down. And I remember I always used to say to my brother, I used to go, how bad is the come down going to be on this drug? Or how bad is the come down going to be? Because I started to fear the come downs more and more and more. Because anything in life, the higher that you go, the lower that you actually drop. And I had to realize that life wasn't about the highs and the lows. It was about meaning. It wasn't about pleasure, my body feeling some sort of high. And that was a really big shift for me. But I think what happened for me was realizing that every time I hit reality, it was ugly, and my girlfriend wasn't happy at the time, and it was just a lot of pain. It was a lot of pain, and then slowly there would be moments where I got to do what I love to do. My highest value is personal development, and there will be moments where I got to do what I love to do, and I really enjoy it. I didn't feel like I needed to do drugs, and it was a combination of experiencing pain and seeing glimpses of the light, seeing glimpses of being able to do what I love to do. And I think just over a long period of time, and the stacking of that really got me to the point. And also seeing Kenneth and what he was going through at the time, it really got me to a point where I'm like, nah, this is not fun. And then what I realized was it took me a long time to actually enjoy life. The first week or two, I don't enjoy life when I was coming off the drugs, but it slowly started getting me to a point where I was like, I enjoyed the gym, then I enjoyed meals, then I enjoyed the basic things like just going out for a nice walk. So it takes me a long time to get to that point, but when I got to that point, I think things really started to shift. So that was a little bit about, I think, what really got me out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Kevin's talking about meaning, but I think the simplest way to say that is, what is the story of your life? And is your life playing out according to the story that you want to tell yourself? And will you, when you look back on the story that's been playing out, would you be proud of this story? Would would you be happy with this story? So during my addiction, I was so deluded and so under the influence of that lifestyle that, I was lying to myself and convincing myself that the story that I was living was a good one, was a compelling one, was something that I would be proud of. When I look back, obviously, it's not. And it took someone like Kevin or my mom, or it took external people to point that out to me. But one of the big things in my recovery journey and I talked about my faith and finding God and things like that. But again, that's all part of the story. So when I look at my life now, yes, I've been at rehab I went through the program, completed 12 months, then I became a graduate, started studying mental health. Now, while at rehab, I've been able to open up my own business. My relationship has been fixed up. I've got a better relationship with my parents. I have been working out and I've got my health back. I've taught myself so much on YouTube about fitness and about digital marketing, which is what I want to pursue and things like that. That's the story that I'm telling myself now, and it's compelling and it has meaning. It has purpose. It's taking me somewhere. It's having a net value on my life and also the surrounding people in my life, and there's a benefit to it, and it kind of fits with everything else that's going around me. And when you're in addiction, the story doesn't work. There's holes in the story. There's not a net benefit that you're actually causing. You're just living for yourself, and you're kind of.
And you know that deep inside.
And you know that deep inside. You know that this is not what you want to be doing. And the sooner you come to reality, the sooner you can actually admit that and actually ask for help. And for me, that was a real big thing that I had to learn. As I said before, I was a very proudful person, and I thought that life was about being very self-reliant and individualistic and things like that. But at one point, as I said, I had to surrender my past. I had to be like, what I've been doing and the way I've been thinking hasn't been working for me, and I need to try something new. Whatever it is, I don't care what it is. I just need to try something new. And for me, that was asking for help, asking my brother for help, going to rehab, having tough conversations, trying a way of approaching life that I've never tried before.
Yeah, wow.